developed through openness and honesty with people to develop that reciprocal relationship, and hopefully that will assist myself and the client to identify some behaviours that might be hindering them from achieving their desired health outcomes, so we can work through that. But I believe communication is the key to that relationship.
Yep, absolutely. So the therapeutic relationship is important?
Absolutely. It's like I said, the key, and I believe it's key in facilitating the healing in that relationship or for that person. And it starts with them having trust in me, and that's through establishing a good rapport through personal warmth and openness. Hopefully I take into account their history, their personal history in that, and culture and value and the expectations that they have from treatment, and also how those expectations might differ from my own. Openness and honesty is key for me, and that extends to my relationship with co-workers as well. Although the basis of the relationship is different, that warmth and honesty is essential in building any relationship, and especially in a practice that helps build a warm, welcoming practice where people can relax and help them heal, and also a place where I want to work, and relationships that I can rely on for feedback and advice and mentoring is good as well. It's important for me.
Yep, great. So how do you build self-awareness and self-reflection into your life?
I like to question and challenge my own perceptions. I consider myself to be a fairly open-minded person, so if I'm not happy with how I've reacted in a situation, whether a client, a colleague, a family member, I like to reflect on what happened and my response to it, and why that response may have happened the way it did. Was I fair, direct in anger or ignorance? And if so, where that came from? Why did I react that way? And what could I do differently? Do I need to rethink my beliefs or consider things from a different point of view, perhaps to change my behavioural thought patterns so that I respond differently in future to get a better outcome? I believe my choices and my responses are my responsibility. So I have a fairly healthy internal locus of control. So my feedback loops, I try and ensure that they're constructive rather than critical. And I want to stay focused on the positive rather than the negative. So, yeah.
Wonderful. So can you tell me how your best friend would describe you? Can you give me about 4 or 5 key qualities that they would use?
Okay. I hope that they would say that I am caring and empathetic to the needs of others, that I want to make people comfortable, make them feel appreciated and worthwhile, and that they would say that I'm motivated to help others in that way as well, to help others reach their potential and be happy and healthy, both mentally and physically, and for them to feel empowered to help themselves. Having said that, they might say that I'm, although not shy, but maybe cautious of new people. So developing those relationships is important for me with that honest communication. But also that I'm hardworking and tenacious. I need a good work-life balance, but I will work for what I want. So, yeah, that's probably 4 key things.
Great. So what about any negative areas? I know you've just spoken about some great qualities that, your friend would say you'd have. Now, any negative areas in need for development?
Probably I can be a little inappropriate with humour sometimes. I'm a bit of a peacekeeper, so I tend to want to diffuse a situation. Not that I want to ignore issues or make them go away. I just like to be able to clarify it, to understand it, and then move on to resolving the issue. But I sometimes revert to inappropriate humour to sort of break it down, but that's within a relationship that I would be comfortable with. That wouldn't happen. But yeah, that's more of a family thing. So I just rein in the humour sometimes.
Yeah, great. So you mentioned also about work-life balance earlier. How do you incorporate this into your daily life?
I would say I have a fairly balanced work life and home life. I'm very aware of when it's not in balance and I try and rectify that. regular walks and exercise, good nutrition. I love yoga as a physical meditation. I sort of balance myself emotionally through my family and friends, scheduling time with them. Family time is particularly important with me and my daughter, and laughter in the family. My day isn't really complete if I haven't had a good laugh with my daughter, so that's important to me. In the workplace, to balance it out, I like to clear my head, get some fresh air every so often. But I find I rely on the relationships at work, on that they're quite key relationships at work to make it a nice place to work. So a positive and supportive environment. But that includes professional respect as well for debriefing and feedback and guidance where necessary. But a bit of fun and laughter at work is always important. We spend a lot of our lives at work, so it's really good. But balancing that with me time and meditation and helping my internal equilibrium and that sense of calm. So I can get that through mindfulness during the day if I can't meditate. Help me stop and breathe and focus and appreciate that my life's on track at the moment. It's pretty good.
Well, thank you very much for your time for this interview, and we'll let you know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.